ego say, you know, there's a doer who says, I've got to either avoid something or pursue something, and therefore, you know, there's there's an agenda, there's judgment, there's all things come along with the ego, and so um, the, it's like you're pretending or somehow assigning some kind of reality to a doer, which in fact is not. And it, but when there's non-doership, there's still picking up the water, drinking it. There's still action, but there's no attachment, and there's no me there to say, "Oh, aren't I great? I just did this," or "I am avoiding something," or pursuing something, because it's just a simple action. So
Yeah, if the I am, what you're describing is the I am somebody else, which absolutely is dissolved. You'll see through this with mantra.
right,
And once you see it just in a few moments of, oh yeah, no, I am somebody else, you know, you have those moments of you without you where the selfless self is experiencing cleanly.
right,
And then it's known that in the other times where it's not, it's just because there's some kind of illusory mind ego intellect that's overriding
right.
this knowingness that there's nothing actually there.
Yeah, there's a belief in a doer because there's a stemming from the belief in the separation.
I am somebody else has to go
Yeah,
because that's the trigger that I am. And like Maharaj says, just I, formlessly aware, just I. But then there's I am something, I am somebody else. And that I am somebody else has to be dissolved. And then ego, mind, intellect become just functioning organs, like Maharaj says, instruments for you to use because you have a body that you're using. And along with that body, you know, it's like if you were to buy the action figures in the store. And with the action figure comes the sword or the shield or something. Well, with the body, the action figure that you happen to be using in the moment, it comes with mind, ego, intellect. That's like prepackaged, batteries included.
yeah, yeah. And one way to do it is the mantra, but then isn't it also effective to just sort of do an inquiry, like, oh, is there a doer here? You know what I mean? Just looking to
Then
see.
the I am somebody else is doing an inquiry on itself. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, you'll never get out of the I am somebody else because the I am somebody else is doing the inquiry. There's a
oh,
belief that there's an inquirer inquiring.
oh, okay.
It's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm an inquirer, that's just like the meditator meditating. I am going to sit for meditation right now and try to go to my selfless self as this meditator. And like Maharaj had stated about the lady who talked about Vipassana meditation or whatever, where there's an actual meditating on, I am observing the breath. I am, you know, feeling, I am observing the thoughts. All these things create a meditator and a sense of doership and strengthening, and I am somebody else that's doing all of it. With mantra, you're just breathing in, breathing out, mantra, mantra, mantra. A slow, silent erasure of all illusory concepts. And then you're seeing without these layers of illusion on you. And then you see that even this you, this I am somebody else, is a layer on illusion and it just dissolves. It's not a, you know, it's just a slow, I guess like Karate Kid when they said wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Very just mantra, mantra, illusory concepts dissolving, wax on, wax off, mantra, 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 without there being a somebody doing something. And then you'll start to experience times where it's just cleanly, purely, spontaneous, without an I am somebody else being created. And that knowingness will know that there's no need for this I am somebody else. And every time there seems to be mantra, because I'm using that touch of I am somebody else to perform the action of mantra. And eventually then the mantra and you are one. You become one with your selfless self, and the entire world is appearing on your spontaneous presence.